Very good evening, everyone. How are you all? How was the last day? How was the morning? Morning was fine. Have you met someone? Why morning was fine? Have you met someone? Huh? You are sleeping. Okay, okay. Very good. Now, last class we are discussing about a very important concept. Matching concept, I hope you have understood. Matching concept, okay. Matching concept, I hope you have understood. Correct? Yes, sir. So matching concept, let us revise. So matching concept means expenses which are incurred to generate income of current accounting period should be recorded in that accounting period only. It means expenses should be matched with the income of current accounting period. Correct? Not means we match expense with income, not vice versa. So the best example for this is depreciation. Depreciation is recognized due to which concept? Matching concept. This example you have understood. Then we have taken example of stock, closing stock. So I hope you have understood that we purchased 1 lakh, but out of 1 lakh only 80,000 was sold. So 80,000 is the expense, and out of that how much remain unsold? 20,000 will be stock. So stock will go to balance sheet, and expense means 80,000 will go to SOPL. This also you have understood. Then we have done, I think, bad debt and bad debt recovered. Correct. I hope you have understood the situation of a married person in that. Correct. So when the sales, whenever there is a credit sales, the journal entry is what? Debtor account debit to sales. Correct. And when that amount is not recoverable, means the good debtor now become bad debtor. Bad debtor. Means there is one more concept of doubtful debtor. Doubtful debtor will discuss after some time. So right now we are not discussing about doubtful debtor. We are discussing about bad debtor. Bad debtor means now it is confirmed that amount will not be recovered. Means he was declared insolvent. If he become bankrupt and he was declared insolvent, so understood no amount is recoverable, then we'll recognize bad debt and the journal entry will bad debt account debit to bad debt account debit to debtor, means increase in expense and decrease in asset. But after some time it might happen that he once again become good debtor. It is quite possible, and the entire amount is paid by him. So it means it is a circumstances of bad debt recovered. What is journal entry of bad debt recovered? Cash account debit to bad debt recovered account. I don't understand why I say ask this question. This type of question is frequently asked. What is journal entry of bad debt recovered? So cash account debit to bad debt recovered. In this bad debt recovered and bad debt are both nominal account. Bad debt is an expense and bad debt recovered is a gain, means income. Correct? Then we have done a very important concept of types of expenditure. So now we have understood that there are two types of expenditure. One is revenue expenditure, one is capital expenditure. So what are revenue expenditure? Any expenditure which will provide benefit for a particular accounting period. Particular accounting period means we know the benefit period. We know the benefit period. In this accounting period benefit will be derived. Then such expenses, yes, such expenditure are known as revenue expenditure. Now we have understood that as per matching concept, if benefit derived, it become expense, and if benefit not derived, it will remain asset. Such type of asset are known as prepaid expenses. Such type of assets are known as prepaid expenses. Correct. Then we have done that if any expenditure which will not provide any benefit for any accounting period, means that expenditure is actually loss. So loss is are also revenue expenditure. Loss will be also transferred to profit and loss account. Means in point number 1 we call expense, and point number 2 is the loss. Expense always include loss, but we can say in this way, losses are without any benefit and expenses are always with benefit. Correct? But both are revenue expenses. Both are revenue expenses. Correct? Yes, sir. Then we have also understood that if any expenditure which do not increases the efficiency and capacity of any asset, if it does not increases the efficiency as well as capacity of any asset, then it will be revenue expenditure. This much you have understood. Then we came to capital expenditure. The first point we have that any expenditure which will provide benefit for more than one accounting period. And can I say in this that benefit period require estimation, means we don't know for how many period the benefit will be received. We know that benefit will receive, but for how many period it will receive, that is not known. Means benefit period require estimation, correct? So can you say any expenditure which will provide benefit for more than one accounting period, and or write down in this case, write down. You have some space here. In this case, benefit period requires estimation. Can I say such expenditure we call it fixed assets? Normally these capital expenditure are known as fixed asset, correct? If you have read space, write down. Such expenditure are known as what? Are known as fixed asset. Such expenditure are known as fixed asset. Understood? Correct. This point I hope you have understood now. Then second point we have that any expenditure incurred to bring any asset in working condition. Any asset in working condition, so that expenditure will be also capitalized. Capitalized to the cost price of fixed asset only. We have done one example, wages incurred for installation purpose or transportation expenses to bring the asset in working condition. This will be example of what? Capital expenditure. So whenever wages incurred for installation of any fixed asset, we don't open wages account, we open what? Fixed asset account only. Means the amount will be debit to respective fixed asset account. Understood this point? Then the third point we have done that any expenditure which increases the efficiency or capacity of any asset, then that will be also capital expenditure. Then we have understood that revenue expenditure will be transferred to PL as an expense. Revenue expenditure will be transferred to PL as an expense. Correct now. Uh, PL as an expense means PL of the accounting period in which benefit will derive. So it will be transferred to PL of which accounting period in which benefit will be derived. As per which concept? Matching concept. Matching concept. However, capital expenditure is initially recognized as an asset. Means can we say as an fixed asset now? As an asset means which asset? Fixed asset in balance sheet. However, it will be also transferred to PL once it will be also transferred to PL of the accounting period in which benefit will derive, and such expenses are known as depreciation. This is also which as per which concept? Matching concept. Understood? Means one thing you have understood that can I say for expenses matching concept is more powerful. Means we recognize expense as per matching concept. Correct? This much we have done. Now just write down. Note. Continuation of that. Note. Write down. Any expenditure any expenditure which may or may not provide benefit in future. Now what I've written, any expenditure which may or may not provide, means right now we don't know. Means can I say for revenue expenditure what I have said, it will provide benefit for a particular accounting period, or I said it will never provide any benefit. So that is clear, it will be revenue expenditure. For capital expenditure we say that it will provide benefit, but we don't know for how many period. but there are some expenditure which may or may not provide benefit. The best example we can say any advertisement expenditure. I'm not saying about small sales promotion, that we are not saying. Can I say normally we do a lot of promotion for creating our brand. For example, you have seen that sometimes we also put some hoarding for 1 month, 2 months, and that is will be a huge expenditure, 1 lakh per month. The cost will be 1 lakh per month for that hoarding. So that hoarding, whatever we have done, the hoarding display, that is not for a particular batch. That is for creating a brand. So when we do such expenditure, of course it will provide, but that we don't know. It may or may not provide. Now that expenditure may or may not provide benefit. May or may not provide benefit. So whenever such expenditure is done, so we are not sure about benefit. The question is that whether it will be revenue expenditure or capital expenditure. So whenever we are not sure about benefit, it will be also what? Revenue expenditure. It will charge to PL as an expense immediately. Understood? So any expenditure which may or may not provide benefit in future will be also what? Will be also revenue expenditure, and such expenditure will be recognized as an expense immediately. Bolo yes or no? Immediately. Immediately. You can say for example, use advertisement expenditure. Now there are two type of advertisement. One we do for our day-to-day activities. For example, for a particular batch we do some promotions. For a particular batch, that are sales promotion, and that will be charged to PL as an expense, as a revenue expenses. Correct now, because that is for a particular batch, means for a particular accounting period. So we are not discussing about sales promotion or small promotional activities. But there are some used advertisement expenditure which is not for particular period, it is for more than one accounting period, but it may or may not generate benefit. Therefore, it will be considered as what? Revenue expenditure. Understood? Correct? So use advertisement expenditure, or we can say any inauguration expenses. Are you getting what I'm saying? Inauguration expenses. Inauguration expenses. Whenever we launch any product, so we may incur some inauguration expenses for publicity, but which may or may not generate benefit. Correct now? Understood? Or we can say one more example: staff training expenditure. Staff training expenditure. Can you say staff training expenditure? We have incurred a lot of expenditure on training the employee, but they may leave the job because we cannot control any human being. Correct now? So we have trained that employee, but they may leave the job, or even though we have done training, they may not be trained. Correct now? So incurred, so it may or may not provide benefit. Therefore such expenditure will be also revenue expenditure, will be charged to what? Profit and loss account as an expense. One more example is preliminary expenses. Do you know about these expenses? Have you heard about these expenses? Preliminary expenses. I think whenever you have done company account, you might have heard about these expenses. Preliminary expenses. No, write down these expenses, nothing but formation expenses of company. Formation expenses of a company. So we form a company. So we need to incur some expense to form a company. Correct now? Formation, preliminary expenses. This is what formation expense. Formation means what? To form a company, na? Formation expenses of a company. Understood? Have you understood? So whenever we form a company, it may or may not generate profit. Correct now. We don't know what will happen in future. Correct now. It may generate profit. It may not generate profit. So there is a doubt about what? Benefit. So such expenditure will be what? Revenue expenditure. Understood? Have you understood this point? Correct. I hope you have understood all the point below. Any doubt? No doubt. These also you have understood. Write down some example. Example. Mr. Ram purchased furniture for office use in cash of rupees 1 lakh. Correct? Transportation expenses of rupees 1000 was paid to bring such furniture. Correct? Understood? Wages of rupees 500 was paid for loading and unloading. You know loading? You know unloading of such furniture. Understood? Correct? So what is the cost price of that furniture? The cost price will be what? Batao, 1 lakh. Will you add 1000? So plus 1000. Will you add 500? 500. So cost price become 1 lakh 1500. Understood? Correct. Means can I say what journal entry you'll do? You will say furniture account debit how much? Furniture account debit 1 lakh to 1 lakh 1500. 1 lakh 1500. Understood? And all amount is paid to cash 1 lakh 1500. Have you understood this point? I hope you have understood. Correct? Simple. This type of question may be asked in exam. So they may ask this type of question: wages incurred to bring the furniture into working condition. Which account will be debited? Wages account or furniture account? Furniture account. Understood? But wages incurred to bring the inventory in factory. So wages incurred to bring inventory, which account will be debited? Wages account or inventory account? Then in that case, wages account. Correct. Are you getting? So I said to bring the fixed asset. Inventory is not fixed asset now. Are you getting? Inventory is not fixed asset. So in that case, it will be what? Wages account. It will be wages account. Are you getting? Correct. So only for fixed asset we'll do capitalization. Only for fixed asset we are doing capitalization. Understood? Yes, sir. Now next concept is what? After this, write down. We have done what? Right now capital expenditure and revenue expenditure. You say, sir, what about receipt? So write down capital received and revenue received. Capital received and revenue received. Correct? Understood? Correct. So as we have done expenditure, we are doing receipt. Correct. Now in simple word, if I say, when I am saying receipt, so when I am saying capital received, so capital received is always transferred to balance sheet. Are you getting what I am saying? Write down received, capital, capital and revenue. Capital and revenue. So can you say capital received will be shown as what? Shown as liability in the balance sheet. Shown as liability in the balance sheet. Understood? So whatever received is of capital nature, that is nothing but liability. For example, you receive capital contribution from owner. So whatever contribution you are receiving from owner, that is capital receipt only. Suppose you receive loan from bank. So whenever you are receiving loan, some amount is received. So that is transferred to balance sheet. That is not your income or revenue. Are you getting? So what is revenue received? Can you say revenue received means what? Will be will be what? Shown as income in SOPL. Will be shown as income in SOPL. So revenue received will become income. For example, sale of goods. Whatever receipt you are getting, that is transferred to what? Income. That is transferred to SOPL as income. Correct. Now, whenever we say capital received, are recorded on cash basis. Are recorded on cash basis. Means can I say whenever it will receive, then only we recognize. Like the loan amount received, then only we recognize now. So we say what? Cash account debit or loan. Means we do not apply accrual accounting on that. So we apply accrual accounting on which received. So that are recorded. Revenue received are recorded on accrual basis. Correct now. So are recognized as income on accrual basis. Are you getting what I am saying? Means even though the amount is not received, it can be recognized as income. Correct now. If it is earned, understood this point? I hope you are understanding. Correct. Means if I say example of what? Revenue received. Can you give me some example? Can I say cash sales of goods? Cash sales of goods? Bolo. Bolo yes or no? Collection from debtor. Collection from debtor. So collection from debtor is what? Revenue received. Correct now. Collection from debtor is a revenue received. Any more? Can I say commission received? Commission received. Understood what I am saying? Or you can say one more example. Right now we have done bad debt recovered. Bad debt recovered is also what? Bad debt recovered is also what? Revenue received. Correct now. I will say any income received is what? Any receipt which is of income nature is what? Revenue received. I am writing any other income received, any other income receipt is what? An example of revenue receipt. Correct. Let us come to the example of what? Capital receipt. Point number A. Can you say contribution received from whom? Owner. So contribution received from owner, that is capital receipt, capital only, it is transferred to capital account. Second what? Loan proceeds. Loan proceed received from any bank. Correct now? From bank or any person. From bank, it can be received from any person. Correct? Are you getting? Point number C. If I say sale proceeds from fixed assets, sale of fixed asset, the proceeds from sale of fixed asset. Are you getting? So that is also, can you say, a example of what? That is also an example of capital receipt. If you see, this point number A and B will be directly transferred to the liability side of balance sheet. This will be directly transferred to the liability side of balance sheet. Are you getting what I am saying? So this point number A and B, if I will say, this is transferred to what? Transferred to liability side of balance sheet. But when I say sale proceeds, yeah, proceed from sale of fixed asset, it is not transferred to liability side. It is deducted from respective asset. Deducted from respective asset. Just write down. This proceed is deducted from what? From respective assets. Then also what? It is a capital receipt because it is not transferred where? It is not transferred to SOPL. Correct now? It is not transferred to SOPL. Are you able to understand what I am saying? Are you able to understand? Correct. We'll discuss about journal entry for this, not here, in some other chapter. So I don't want to go into the journal entry for sale of fixed asset right now because that requires depreciation calculation, etc. So when we'll do one chapter, depreciation chapter, a specific chapter for depreciation, they will discuss about journal entry for this. And then you will understand why I have written deducted from respective assets. So I don't want to discuss this right now. Just write down one example because you'll do one chapter where you need to identify which are capital, which are revenue receipt. So this example will help you. Correct now. So you'll automatically understand about this, but not now. Correct. Then add on some note. Note write down. Correct. Subsidies or grant received. Subsidies or grant received. So we normally receive grant or subsidies from government. Correct now. Now the question is that whatever subsidies or grant received from government, whether it is a capital received or revenue received. So in this write down, if received for revenue expenditure, simple rule is what? If received for revenue expenditure, then this will be what? Then this will be what? Revenue received. Are you getting what I am saying? Then it will be revenue received. But if received for which expenditure? Capital expenditure. Are you getting? Suppose you receive grant for purchase of plant and machinery. Understood what I am saying? So for capital expenditure, then it will be what? Then it will be capital received. I'm just giving some examples so that whatever questions are, you can do it. Understood this point? Then it will be capital received. Capital received. Similarly, you know about insurance claim. You know the term insurance claim. So whenever we take some policy and something happened, so you get some claim from insurance company. That is also one receipt. Write down insurance claim received. So this will be what? Capital revenue. The same thing. Write down. If you receive insurance claim on account of goods. Goods means what? Inventory. Inventory na. Are you getting what I am saying? Then it will be which received? Then revenue received. Then it will be revenue received. But if you receive on account of what? On account of what? Fixed asset. Means you have taken insurance policy for fixed asset and that fixed asset destroyed. Correct now? Then it will be what? Capital received. Capital received. But just try to understand this chapter, this entire thing, whatever I have done right now, this is totally from examination point of view. This revenue received and capital received, whatever I have said, this is only from examination point of view I have done. धीरे धीरे when you will come to CA inter, CA final, this all logic will be bakwas. Correct now. So this I have just given because in CA foundation they are asking this type of questions. So I need to teach you from examination point of view also. I need to teach you from examination point of view also. Correct now. So I'm just giving some example how to differentiate capital and revenue received based on CA foundation exam. Correct now. So I don't want to go into the concept of this because I don't want to teach you technically for this. Understood? Because I need to concentrate from CA foundation exam also. Correct now. Sometimes more knowledge become dangerous. Sometimes more knowledge become dangerous. So of course knowledge will be given once you come to what? CA inter. Correct? Are you getting? Means can I say in this way? Note write down. Revenue received revenue received are those received which are received what? During normal course of business. During normal course of business. Correct now. So during normal course of business means while doing business you are receiving that amount. So that is what revenue received. Correct. Just write down. I already said that I am teaching you from examination point of view. Correct now. देखो. Any received any received which are not revenue nature in nature means which are not received during normal course of business are what? Capital received. Are capital received. Simple. Got it? Means can I say in this way? If you prepare balance sheet, then here we write down what? Capital expenditure. Capital expenditure are nothing but fixed assets. And here we write down capital received. Bolo yes or no? Are you getting what I am saying? This is what liability side, and this is what asset side. Correct. Similarly, when I prepare SOPL, we write down what? This is income. So income means which received? Revenue received. Understood. And expense means what? Revenue, expenses. Correct. Only for your understanding. How to classify. How to classify this type of receipt and expenses. Correct. Any doubt? No doubt. Understood this point? Bolo. I hope you have understood. Correct. This much understood? Yes, sir. Correct. Actually, today we are supposed to use the book, but we'll defer it by one day. Correct. I was supposed to take some questions from book. Correct. Now, so when you receive book, then only we'll discuss. Correct. Of course, by tomorrow you receive the book. Nothing to worry. Now, there is one more concept. Write down. Trade discount. Trade discount and cash discount. Trade discount and cash discount. Do you know about this? Bol. Do you know about this trade discount and cash discount? Now, one thing is clear, that means either we receive discount or we allow discount. One thing is clear, means discount can be income or expense. Correct. Now, either we receive discount or we allow discount. So can I say on purchase we receive discount, on purchase we receive discount, on sale we allow discount. Correct. Now, this point we have understood. Now that discount, whatever purchase or sale, any discount is of two nature: trade discount or cash discount. Means simple word I will say, any discount given on trade or transaction date. Means on transaction date, whatever discount received or allowed become what? Trade discount. Means on the date of purchase. For example, suppose you came, you inquired about fees. I has given some fees, and on that date, means on transaction date, when you are getting registered, I have given some discount. That become what? Trade discount. Correct. Understood. So on the date of transaction, whatever discount of whatever nature given, it can be due to any reason. It can be due to any reason. It become trade discount. Understood, right now? Uh, Any discount, any discount which are received or what? Allowed. This point you are understanding now. Which are received or allowed. On which date? On trade, or you can say transaction. On trade or transaction date. Or which discount? Or trade discount. Correct. Understood. Correct. This trade discount is also sometimes known as rebate. 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 REBAT. Rebate. Correct. Sometime. Means whenever any discount given on trade date, for some specific reason, it become rebate. Means the difference between trade discount and rebate is that trade discount is given to all customers. Means if I say 20% discount to all customer, it means it become trade discount. Means anyone is coming 20% flat discount, it becomes trade discount. But suppose some person came and they purchase in bulk, they purchase in what bulk quantity, so we'll give some special discount. But on the trade date only, na, on the date of transaction only, that is known as rebate. Means this trade discount and rebate, the accounting treatment remains same, but nature may be different. Correct now, because both are given on trade date. Just write down, sometimes we use the word rebate. So you should understand rebate is also given on trade date, but on some special circumstances. Correct now. Madam, madam. Any discount given on trade date, any discount given on trade date, correct, for a specific reason are known as what? Are known as a rebate. But can I say both are given or allowed? Huh? Given or allowed on which date? Trade date. Therefore, accounting treatment remain same. So if I am saying trade discount, it will include what? Rebate also. So if I am saying trade discount, it will include rebate also. Chalega? Understood? Then write down point number B. Correct? It is write down point number B. So before that, before I give point number B, just I want to ask one question. Suppose you have done a sale of rupees 10,000 and you allowed a discount on the trade date of rupees 1,000. But how much amount will be collected? 9,000. Correct. Understood. So the sale price was 10,000, but you have given 10% discount to all customers. So the amount collected is 9,000. My question to you in this case, what will be the amount collected? 9,000. So sales account should be credited by 10,000 ki 9,000. 10,000 ki 9,000. 9,000. Correct. So what journal entry will pass? Suppose it is cash sales. Suppose it cash sales. So what journal entry? Cash account how much? Cash account how much? 10,000, 9,000. To what? Sales how much? 9,000. This journal entry? Correct. Suppose it is credit sales. Then what journal entry? But the debtor account how much? Debtor account how much? How much receivable from this person? 9,000. To sales how much? Means can I say trade discount will not be recorded? You have not said, huh? I have not said. Huh? Can I say trade discount will not be recorded? Where you have recorded? You have said this journal entry. I have not said, huh? You have given this journal entry, na? And this is correct only. I have not informed you. You have applied your common sense because you are also accountant, na? After some time, you will become chartered accountant. You have accounting knowledge, na, thoda thoda, because I am teaching you. You have accounting knowledge. Now you are thinking like an accountant. You will receive how much? 9. That is confirmed. So why to record 10,000? If you know the amount collected, the amount which will be collected is 9,000. So of course your income is 9,000 and whatever amount receivable is also 9,000. So why to record 1,000? Means can I say in this case we will not record trade discount? Means can I conclude the trade discount will not be recorded? Not recorded now. बोलना रे. Correct. Will not be recorded. Recorded. Where? How to record? You say recorded. Record how to record? बताओ. Cash account debit how much? Amount collected is 9,000. How can you say 10,000? I said collected how much? So why you are saying 10,000? Give me journal entry how to record. अरे बोलो. You want to record? You want to record trade discount? अरे बोल. बोलो. If you want to record, record ना. हाँ. How to? How record बता. Every transaction has two aspects, not three aspects. Huh? So you are saying cash, how much collected? Now cash, if you have said cash 9,000. Chalo, if you want to record. So you are saying this discount allowed is an expense? अरे बोलना नहीं. So you say sir discount will be debited. Let us debit discount. But the two sales how much? Whether sales should be 10,000 ki 9,000. Your income is what? You know 9,000 is the sale price, contractual amount na. So you should record 10,000 or 9,000. Huh? Are Baba, I am saying if you want to record, then I am saying. My question is that this store sales should be how much? 9,000, 10,000. So if it is 9,000, so why you are recording this? Unnecessary, you are wasting your time, na? And if you want to record also, chalo you want to record maja aa raha 10,000. You are adding 10,000 here, 1,000 here. Ultimately the same effect, na? If it is not, because just try to understand, it is actually not an expense because you know on the transaction date the sales value is 9,000. So why to record? Therefore, we'll never record what? Trade discount. So can I say trade discount or rebate will not be recorded where? Will not be recorded where? अरे बोल. We record where? In books of account. Books can be journal and ledger na? In books of account. Now, everyone, I will ask one question. If you say me correct, means I will understand that you have understood my all emotions. Think and say chocolate question. Raise your hand. Raise your hand and then say, huh, don't shout. If you can give me correct answer, means you have understood my emotions. Done? So what I am asking, trade discount allowed is real account, nominal account, personal account. Trade discount allowed. Real, nominal, personal. Raise your hand, huh? Don't say. Raise your hand. Only one. चलो बता. So one answer I got representative personal account. Any other? Nominal. Any other? Nominal. Any other? Nominal. Any other? Nominal. Any other? Real is left. हाँ. रियल में तो आता नहीं. बोलो. हाँ. बोल. For chocolate type is the wrong answer also. Huh? What? No, you will not say. It is real, nominal, personal. This I am asked, not explanation. Nominal. अरे नालायको. I have said it will not be recorded. Means it is not an account. The question of real, nominal, personal will not arise. Accounts are of. How many are saying this answer? Just try to understand one thing. Just try to understand one thing. If you answer wrong answer now, I am happy. But if you know correct answer and you are not answering, The situation cannot be worse than this. Don't laugh. Just try to understand. You may be thinking, sir, I know, but you have not informed other that you know. Means you know and you are not writing in exam. So whether it is an achievement, you not get marks. In the first class, I said answer even you don't know, if you remember. And if you are not answering after knowing the answer, it means no one can help you. Whatever I say, it might pinch you, but I say the fact. What you are going to face after becoming CA, that I say. Correct? Understood? The next time you will do like this, then I will say it is better not to become CA. Correct? Change yourself, otherwise ICA will change you. Change yourself, huh? If you I said answer even you don't know and you are not answering, even you are knowing correct answer. Change yourself, otherwise ICI is going to change you. Are you getting what I am saying? Correct? Better change yourself. Chalega? Next time I don't want this, huh? So of course, can I say it is not an account? And we divide account into three types. Now, if it is not an account, the question of classification will not arise. The question of classification will not arise. Accounts are of three types. It is not an account. Correct? So can I say, write down. I don't know whether this type of questions will be asked or not, but in CPT, CPT MCQ question, this type of question was a favorite question. Now in foundation level, whether this type of question will be asked or will not be asked, I don't know. But in CPT, they used to ask. Correct now. CPT, before foundation there was CPT. Accounts was also MCQ based exam. Now it has been withdrawn. Now it becomes subjective ना, because they understood for accounts knowledge is required. तो मैं गोला गोला देख के पास हो जा रहे थे. Correct ना. So for accounts, because it is a what I will say backbone of chartered accountant. So in this perfection is required. Therefore they have made it was subjective in CA foundation. Right on. Trade discount is neither nominal nor personal nor real account, because it is not an account only. When I ask question, apply something extra. I will not give free chocolate. Okay, really, I will not give chocolate so easily. If you want to, if you want to get chocolate from me, that is also one achievement. In my class, we are getting chocolate. Means मजा आ रहा है. Correct? Understood? So I don't ask lollipop question. Understood? I don't ask lollipop question. Whenever I am asking question, it has something extra. But if you think logically, you will get the answer. Because simple now, already I have given one thing. I will give hint, then I will ask. First, I will give hint, then only I will ask question. If you can apply that hint, it means you are concentrating. Already I have said no some hint. Trade discount will not be recorded. That was hint. Means I have written, but you have not understood. It is not recorded. It is not an account. Not an account. The question of real nominal person will not arise. Understood? Means, can I say point number 3 write down? In case of purchase, can I say in case of purchase price will be equal to invoice price minus trade discount. Understood what I am saying? Invoice price is the price which is written in on invoice. You know invoice? Any price which is written on invoice, that is what? Invoice price. Understood? So in case of purchase price will be invoice price minus trade discount. Means we record at purchase price, not at invoice price now. We record purchase price, not invoice price. Similarly, in case of sale, what will be sale price? Sale price will be what? Invoice price minus what? Trade discount. Understood? I think both cases invoice will be there, na? In case of purchase, we receive invoice. In case of sale, we issued invoice. Invoice so will be there, na? Correct? So any price written on the invoice is what? Invoice price. But that price is not recorded. We record purchase price and sale price. So purchase price is after deducting trade discount or rebate. Similarly, sale price is after deducting trade discount or rebate. Now this to you have understood. Now let us come to cash discount. Now cash discount means any discount which is allowed or received on settlement date. On settlement date means when the amount is collected or paid. So can I say normally this cash discount will arise in case of credit sales, not in case of cash sales. Because cash sales so collected on traded only. So in cash sales there is no concept of cash discount. Only in credit transaction there will be concept of what? Cash discount. Means suppose I say in this way everyone. Suppose I say in this way, if we have sold a goods, we have sold a goods on credit. So this is the date of sale, and on this date we have made one credit sale. Are you getting? So this is a credit sales, correct? Invoice price IP means invoice price 10,000 minus TD. TD means 1,000, and this is become what? Sale price, correct? And suppose credit period CP means credit period. Write up full if you are writing up, otherwise you'll be confused. CP means cost price, no? Credit period allowed is equal to 2 months. Means after 2 months is the due date of payment. Due date of payment now. Understood? Now what happened? In this contract one more discount was given. One discount was given CD. CD means what? Cash discount. What is it? Cash discount will be allowed. Will be allowed if amount is paid what? If amount is paid before what? Before 1 month, one special discount is given. Special discount for early recovery, lalach. Are you getting what I am saying? So one more discount. Suppose discount of rupees. Suppose 500. Now my question to you all: on trade date, whether such discount is known, whether it is known कि it will be allowed or not allowed. Means if the customer pay within 1 month, then only that discount is allowed now. Means right now we don't know whether customer will avail or will not avail such discount. So can we say that sale price is 9,000 minus 500? Means in this case we need to wait for that discount. It means first we need to record what? Only 9,000. Means what journal entry will do? Debtor account debit to what? Sales. How much? 9,000. Now we need to wait for actual collection. We need to wait for actual collection. Means if I say if paid within 1 month, then to cash discount will be allowed. If paid within what? 1 month, then cash discount will be allowed. Then what will be journal entry you say? Because we already recorded debtor what? 9,000, but amount collected will what? 8,500. So we'll say cash account how much? Cash account debit 8,500, but we have recorded debtor how much? Debtor how much? 9,000. So difference will be what? 500. Can you see this is not collected? Means it become now expense. Expense will be debited or credited. Expense, increase in expense will be debited. So we will say discount allowed, whatever will be debited. So you can see this discount will be recorded. So cash discount will be recorded when it is allowed or received. Suppose it is paid after 1 month, then though it will not be received, it will not be allowed now. Then in that case, what journal entry will do? Cash account how much? 10,000. To debtor how much? 10,000. So can you say at the time of transaction date, on this date, we are not knowing, we don't know about the cash discount availment. Therefore, we have recorded sales at rupees 9,000. Understood? And then if the discount was allowed, then 500 expense will be recorded. So can I say cash discount will be recorded? Can I say cash discount will be recorded? बोलना. Point number A. Correct. Any discount, any discount which are received, which are received or allowed, correct, after which date? After trade date, na? After trade date, after trade date, due to any reason may be anything. It can be n number of reasons, but on trade date it was not given. It was allowed or received after trade date due to any reason. Reason can be anything, early recovery, etc., etc., etc. Good relationship, emotional relationship, whatever. Correct. But this discount which are received allowed after trade date are known as what? Are known as cash discount. Got it? Correct. Point number two. Cash discount will be recorded. Will be recorded where? In books of account as what? As expense or income, na? As discount received or discount what? Allowed account. So whenever we are opening this account, this is due to cash discount. Correct? Means can I say such account are which account? Such account are personal account. Acha, nominal account. So nominal account. Such account are nominal account. What you have written? Hmm? Such account are nominal account. Simple. Correct. Means can I say in case of purchase? Can I say in case of purchase? Can I say amount paid will be equal to what? Can I say purchase price? Purchase price na, not invoice price. Purchase price already we calculated यहाँ पर. Purchase price minus what? Minus discount received. Very good. Minus discount you write on receive. In case of sale, amount received will be equal to what? Amount received will be equal to what? Sale price minus discount allowed. Understood? Yes, sir, understood. I think you are understanding whatever I am saying. Bolo. This trade discount and cash discount are important from examination point of view. Normally in journal entry they give such type of what transactions. Let me take some questions to understand or for practice. Can we take? This too, it was not required. Have you written this? Not required because that was not my good handwriting. If you written, okay. If you not written, then also okay. Because I'll give some example. Have you understood now? अरे बोलना रे. So let me take some question to understand whether you have understood or not. Okay, sir. Madam, example number one. Correct. Madam, on 1/4/2020, Mr. Ram purchased goods of rupees 1 lakh, subject to a trade discount of 10%. Correct? Understood? On 15/4/2020, amount was paid after receiving additional discount of 5%. Past journal entry. Understood? After receiving additional discount of 5%. Correct? Without solution. But what is invoice price? Invoice price is what? 1 lakh less what? Trade discount how much? Trade discount 10%. 10%. How much? 10,000. What is purchase price? Purchase price 90,000 minus cash discount how much? Cash discount 5% of what? So 5% of 1 lakh is 90,000. So 5% 90,000 how much? 4,500. So what is the amount paid? 85,000. Oh sorry, 85,500. So can we record a journal entry? अरे बोलना रे. With the what journal entry? On 1/4/2020, But the purchase account debit how much? 90,000? 1 lakh? 1 minute, 1 minute. Option number A, option number B, option number C. How many are saying option number A? Option number B? Option number C? Everyone saying B? Means you have understood. The purchase account 90,000 to what? I have not given the name of the party. Mr. Ram purchased. From whom I have not given. It is the books of Ram. Ram purchased means books of Ram. In my class, Ram is always what? Honor. So we'll open Ram account. Open. Open now. Ram purchased from whom that I have not given. I have already said whenever name of the party is not given, use debtor and creditor account. I have said. Correct? So 90,000. Bolo. Yes or no? Then what is the settlement date? 15/4. For the what journal entry? Creditor will be debited. Creditor account debit how much? 90,000. For the discount allowed or received? So discount received is an income or expense. Income will be debited or credited. Huh? Income will be debited, credited. So 4,500. To cash or bank, how much? 85,500. Look, simple. Super easy. Understood? One question you will do? Huh? One question you will do? Madam. Example number 2. Mr. Ram sold 1,000 units of goods of rupees 100 each at a discount. A discount of 2%. Correct? On 15/5/2020. Credit period allowed is 2 months. Correct? If amount is paid by customer within what? 30 days. Correct? A further discount of 1% is allowed. Customer has paid on 31st May 2020. Past journal entry. Have you understood? Do it. First calculate in statement, then pass journal entry. This is from sales point of view. Sales. Done? बताओ. On 15/5/2020, what journal entry? Debtor account na? Debtor account debit to sales. How much? 98,000. Perfect. Then what journal entry? For 31st May, so it is paid within 30 days. So it means additional 1% discount will be allowed. What journal entry? Cash how much collected? 9. Arey baba, what discount I have given how much? So 1% is 90, 980. So amount collected is 97020. How many have done mistake in this? No, what mistake you have done? You calculated? Now how much 1% written? 10. No, no, I am not saying mistake or what. What you have written 1%, 10%. It happens when you do and you think about someone, 1% become 10%, and 10 marks will become 1 mark. Actually, when you are studying, don't think about other person. Anyone? Someone? Bata. Cash discount. Now we'll open discount allowed ki discount receive expense ki income debited credited understood or not understood. Very good. Yes sir, we are understanding. One more question. मजा आ रहा है. One more question. टाइम. हाँ अभी तो बहुत है. कितना पढ़ाना पड़ता है. Revision doing or not? Because once I receive book, then I will start my speed. Huh? Because I am very much slow. You are able to understand or not? Huh? You are doing revision or not? From the beginning you are doing revision? Means from the beginning transaction. So we will announce a test soon. Correct? Now soon we will fix one day. Means one day, this day only this test, this day, every day means no confusion. We will fix a day for test for math, test for accounts, test for law. चलेगा? हाँ? Tomorrow is some test. All the best. I, I can say this only. ठीक है ना? Correct? No. But you are enjoying now. Every class you are enjoying. मजा आ रहा है. ठीक है. Now on what 1/4/2020, Mr. Ram purchased purchased a plant and machinery of rupees 10 lakh, subject to trade discount of 15%. Correct? Credit period is equal to 2 months. Understood? Transportation cost was paid rupees 5,000. Wages paid for installation rupees 10,000. Correct? Understood? What happened? Don't discuss. Question not completed. Go. Amount was paid on 15/4/2020 with an additional discount of 5%. Understood? Solution. बताओ. This is plant and machinery means capital expenditure. Correct. But what is invoice price? Invoice price 10 lakh. Minus what? TD. TD means 15%. 1 lakh 50,000. So how much? 8 lakh 50,000. Correct? Understood? Yeah. This too you have understood? Now of course, can I say there are two other expenses incurred to bring the asset in working condition? That will be also capitalized. So plus wages how much? 10,000 and plus transportation expense how much? रुक जा धीरे धीरे. I understood. अरे अरे just try to understand. एक 1 minute. देखो I don't focus on total. For total you have calculator. Correct? So I am not at all interested in total. ठीक है? So don't total and don't say me. When till I ask, I am just concentrating on concept. There is something to say. रुक जाओ हल्लू हल्लू. Because for this I will not give. Now there is something in this question. Huh? So wait for the hey. Don't you are not understanding. You can do totaling because you have calculator. So I am not at all interested in calculated amount. I am interested in concept. Rukja, there is something in this question. Don't be in hurry. in calculating the amount. But once you have understood calculation, then you will only do now, and you have calculator for that. But if you put wrong amount, that becomes difficulty. Wrong amount, wrong calculation. ठीक है? This amount is actually not important. This so you can give me, provided this is correct. 8,65,000 you got correct. Now my question is that concentrate on question. कि what will be journal entry बताओ. On 1/4 बताओ. Plant and machinery account debit how much? 10 lakh, 8 lakh, 8 lakh 50, 8 lakh 65. I'm totally confused. I'm totally confused now. I'm totally confused that if you have understood or you have not understood. Acha. Option number A, option number B, option number C. How many are saying option number A? Option number B. Option number C. Chalo. I don't know whether you have understood or not, because this depends upon second journal entry. Let's see. You are saying what? 8 lakh 50. I'm writing 8 lakh 50 only. Okay, you are saying 8 lakh 50 now. What? Option number B was 8 lakh 50 only. You are saying option number B or option number C? Really? How many are saying option number C? So keep your hand in your pocket right now. Now option number B concentrate करते. Those who are saying option number B, so don't answer you. C वाले चुप रहो. B वाले आओ. ठीक है ना? तो B plant and machinery account debit to what? What? Purchase account? Capital account? Capital account? Cash account? अरे बाबा, think whether paid or not paid. Whether this was paid, cash account, capital account, falana account, dikana account. Find two aspects, plant and machinery, and whether the amount is paid, not paid. Chalo, it was purchased, Ram purchased from what? Mr. Y. Now okay, Mr. Y. So whether the amount is paid or not paid? Not paid. So you will open which account? To Mr. Y na? To Mr. Y. How much? 8,50,000. Correct. With option B wallet, till now they are correct. If they give second journal entry correct, depends upon second journal entry. This is correct. I can't say wrong in this. My question to you all, those who have said option number B, what journal entry for this? You said 8,50,000 na? So 8,50,000 journal entry done. Now there are two more expenses, 10,000 and 5,000. What journal entry for that? Option B wale. Option number B, plant and machinery account debit. How much? Please, behave. Don't comment on other answer. Okay? Don't comment on other answer. A, U, please. Let him say. He has full right to say. Don't comment. Please. All answers should be given respect. Okay? Don't comment. Please. Behave. This is not BCom classes. Okay? Now, I said those who are option number B. So you are option number C, I think so. Option number B, option number C. So option number B, 8,50,000 done na. Now I'm asking journal entry for 15,000. What journal entry for 15,000? Huh? No journal entry. You are saying no journal entry. What is the journal entry for 15,000? Now we saw confusion was. Now how many are saying option number B? Option number B. You are still with option number B now. Option B. So what journal entry for 15,000? Means one thing means you have forgotten the concept. Okay, chalo. I understood. Now those who are at option number C, how many are saying 8,65,000? Correct. Now your turn. What will you journal entry batao? I need to understand what you are understanding. On 1/4/2020, what journal entry? Plant and machinery account debit how much? 8,65,000. To what? To Mr. Y how much? 8 lakh. Option number C. How many are saying to Mr. Y 8,65,000? What you are saying? Mr. Y how much? 8,50,000. Okay, I'm writing 8,50,000. Then what? So many confusion means you have not understood. चलो चलो ठीक है. Now I will. My role came. Means everyone is confused. Everyone is confused about journal entry. First thing, chalo. First thing, let us understand what was the question. Means 8,50,000, 8,65,000 that you forgot. Everyone. Chalo. My question to you all, everyone, this wages has been incurred to bring the asset in working condition, and this telephone, sorry, transportation expenses has been also incurred to bring the asset in working condition. This is capital expenditure or revenue expenditure. This 10,000 plus 5,000 is capital expenditure or revenue expenditure? Capital expenditure. Capital expenditure will open transportation expense account or plant and machinery account. Plant and machinery account. So one thing is clear that plant and machinery will be debited by 8,65,000, not by 8,50,000. And if you are saying 8,50,000, then again you debit by 15,000. Means there can be two journal entries. If you are saying two, let us pass two journal entry because there are two transactions now. So either you can say in this way. So plant and machinery account debit how much? If you are saying sir first let us do this journal entry 8,50,000 to Mr. Y how much? 8,50,000, correct? And then second journal entry, this is first journal entry. Second journal entry wages incurred and transportation expense paid. So that will be also debited to which account? Plant and machinery how much? 15,000, but that amount is paid now. That amount is paid to cash now. 15,000, this is the journal entry. Means ultimately plant and machinery debited by which account? Sorry, which amount? 8,65,000. So I ask you one question. If plant and machinery will be debited, yeah, plant and machinery, what is the cost price of plant and machinery? It will be 8,65,000, not 8,50,000. So plant and machinery is debited by which amount? Total amount is what? 8,65,000. That is correct answer. So option number B was not correct. Option number C is correct. Then you said ki option number B okay. So if you have said option number B, you need to give these two journal entry to make your answer correct. Because I just want to know that what you are doing about 15,000. So you say ki plant and machinery initially debited by 8,50,000, but further again it will be debited by what? 15,000. So total debit will be what? 8,65,000. That is capital expenditure we have done. Last class we have done na कि any expenditure which I incur to bring the asset in working condition will be also capital expenditure, and for that we'll open which account? Respective fixed asset account. Now you can do this journal entry also, one compound journal entry, one journal entry only. Plant and machinery 8,65,000 to Mr. Y how much? 8,50,000. This journal entry is also okay, and to cash how much? To cash how much? 15,000, because both are done on same date. This is also correct. So both are correct. But what was my question? Ki plant and machinery will be debited by what amount? So correct answer is 8,65,000. 8,65,000. Understood now? Understood? Correct. Now the amount was paid on which date? Amount was paid on which date? 15/4/2020 with an additional discount. My question to you all, additional discount. Everyone apply common sense. Apply common sense. Every time I will be not with you. Huh? Apply common sense. We have common sense. Huh? Correct. Understood. My question to you all, this additional 5% discount will be applied on 8 lakh 65, 8 lakh 50. Huh? How many are saying 8 lakh 50? How many are saying 8 lakh 65? 8 lakh 50 is correct. What is creditor? What is Mr. Y? Mr. Y is what? 8 lakh 50, and we just try to understand. This is the amount which was required to be paid. 15,000 already paid. Means you are receiving discount from Mr. Y now. Wages paid to some other person. Transportation expense paid to some other person. You are paying Y how much? 8 lakh 50. So you are receiving discount from Mr. Y now. And what was the amount credited to Mr. Y? 8 lakh 50. I said apply what? Common sense. Apply common sense now. थोड़ा सा understanding was required. I said every time I will be not with you. Correct. And it was not difficult if you have think logically. Correct. So we are paying to Mr. Y. So it means we receive from Mr. Y only. So what was the amount due to Mr. Y? So 5% will be applied on what? 8 lakh 50. Understood. Now give me the journal entry. Batao. Mr. Y account debit how much? 8 lakh 50 to discount received how much? 5% on 8 lakh 50 na? 42 500. So amount paid is how much? Okay, okay. Understood. Have you understood? Have you understood? Have you written? The first journal entry either you can do in this way or this way, both are correct. Either you do 1 2 or 1 what? This journal entry, both are correct. But second journal entry will be this only. It will not be on 8 lakh 65. It will be on 8 lakh 50 only. I hope you have understood what I want to say. Have you understood this point? Have you understood? Can I take one more concept? 10 minutes is left. 10 minutes is left. Can I take one more concept? If you permit. Simple concept. Sure. Written? Now, last concept for a day. That carriage carriage. What is the meaning of carriage? Hmm? Inward or carriage. Have you heard about this term? When? In accounting class only. Carriage inward or carriage outward. This is nothing but transportation expenses. but transportation expenses on inward means goods is coming in, outward means goods is going out. So inward means at the time of purchase, outward means at the time of sale. So transportation expense on purchase and sale of goods. Understood? Correct? Have you understood this point? Inward means on purchase, outward means on sale. Correct. So transportation expenses. Correct. And can you see when I am saying carriage inward paid? So to bring the inventory we have incurred such expenses. And when I am saying carriage outward paid, so this is also expense incurred for delivering the goods to what customer? Means sometime we incur transportation expenses to bring the inventory from supplier premises to our premises, and sometimes we incur transportation expenses for delivering the goods from our premises to customer premises. Both are paid by us only. Means both are expense or income. Both are expense. So both are expense account. So carriage inward at a time of purchase is also an expense account. Carriage outward at a time of sale is also a expense account. Both are expense. Sometimes we are confused. Carriage outward means income. No, no. Carriage outward is not income. Carriage outward is also paid, means expense. So both are nominal account. Both are expense account. Understood this point? Better. Carriage inward and carriage outward are expense, correct? And therefore which account? Nominal account. Understood? Correct. Understood? Let me write the one example. Example. Mr. Ram purchased goods of rupees 1 lakh from Mr. A at a trade discount of 10%. Correct? Carriage expenses paid rupees 1000 to bring the goods in warehouse. Understood? Correct. So what will be journal entry? Solution. Now we can do directly journal entry. So first we'll do purchase entry. What journal entry? Purchase account debit to Mr. A. How much? 90,000, correct? 90,000 na? Correct. Then in this carriage expense, for plant time estate, transportation expenses were debited to which account? Plant time estate account. But here it will not be debited to purchase account. It will be a separate account will be open, carriage inward account. Difference you understood? Last example, this example, correct? So here we'll open a separate account. What account? Carriage inward account. To what? It is paid cash. How much? I've said 1000. Huh? 1000. Correct. Simple. Correct. So it is a what? Expense account. One more example. Example. Mr. Ram sold goods worth rupees 2 lakh at a discount of 20% on 1/4/2020. Correct? In cash. Carriage expenses paid rupees 200. Pass journal entry. Solution. बताओ. Cash account debit to what? Sales. How much? 1 lakh 60,000. Very good. Then what? The carriage outward will be debited or credited? Pakka? Huh? It is at a time of sale. Income or expense? Very good. How much? 200. Understood. This also done. This also done. So more or less we have done with the basic concepts. Understood. We have done with the basic concept. Next class I think I will give you some more concept, then we'll come to what? Some what? Chalo, there are some points still left. Okay. Done? Have you understood what we have done today? What capital receipt, revenue receipt, then we have done trade discount, cash discount, then carriage inward. Only three concepts we have done. Correct? Chalo. So thank you very much for today. We'll meet tomorrow. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Enjoy your remaining day.